Hello and welcome to the Trek Right channel. Today's episode is on the Chamberlain Class monitor, named after the Civil War general who protected Little Round Top at the Battle of Gettysburg. This particular ship in that class, named after John Erickson, the man who created the Monitor, the famous ironclad from the Civil War. And that's appropriate because this is a ship type of monitor. What is a monitor? If you're not familiar, it's basically take some of the gun emplacements you might have on the ground surrounding a harbor to protect it and put some of them on a barge. A big armored ship, not very fast, not going to go out in the ocean and fight, just going to sit in the harbor or near the harbor and protect it. Dish out a lot of damage, take a lot of damage, and that's what a monitor is. So here's our monitor. It's armed for bear. We've got the warp coil guns we talked about in episode 2 of this season, which are for shooting down fighters that are trying to attack you at warp speed. It's got 8 of those on the corners. It's got phaser lance turrets, 4 of those, 4 double turrets. It's got 4 quad photon torpedo turrets, and then it's got these torpedo tubes in the front, which are not torpedo tubes. There was some debate I had with myself as to whether they were going to become quantum torpedo tubes or spinal mounted coaxial warp coil cannons, the warp coil gun really, but just of a much higher caliber. And at first I was thinking, yeah, that might be really easy to dodge. You've got to point the whole ship. Thing's only going to shoot in a straight line. But then I thought about the Borg, and those cubes are pretty big, and they don't look too maneuverable. But more importantly, when you're dealing with the Borg, you got to throw as many different types of weapons at them as you can. So yeah, let's go ahead and make that a coaxial mounted warp coil gun. And that's pretty much it. It's not a very big ship. If I switch over to right view here, scoot over and hide this side, you could see, look at the size of the saucer compared to the bridge. Very small saucer. Again, because it's a one-trick pony of a ship, and it's not going to be doing too much. These hulls here, these are not the engineering hulls. Engineering hull is here, supplying 2 warp engines. Not very big warp engines because they're going to use the warp engines to take it to whatever planet it's going to be protecting, and after that it's going to use exclusively impulse drive. These instead are just very heavily armored hull sections to protect the engines, to protect the warp core that would be in the middle here. Yeah, just a little tank of a ship. That's all there is to her, and I hope you like it. Now we'll throw in the typical beauty shots, and that'll be it for today's episode. Thank you, and live long and prosper.